Hi everybody, Green Romantic here. Just checking in with everybody. It is now May. I haven't spoken to you since probably March/April. The pandemic is still going on for those of you who are unfortunately keeping track. I don't actually know what day it is today because I've lost track. But that's just the beginning. So, what have I been doing for the past month or so? Well, I had to finish up classes because I was teaching. That was not as fun as many people would have you believe. Mostly because everything had to be online. And unfortunately, online is not something I've been trained to do. So I don't know whether or not you could even call it online teaching. It was more like emergency remote teaching that was happening. So I hope my students did fine, even though there was a lot of problems with the fact that people are isolating at home and had to do their assignments while surrounded by their family and siblings, etc., and didn't really have a proper place in order to actually do their assignments apart from everybody else. I myself didn't particularly have that problem because I live alone, but now I'm stuck with another problem because I live alone. I am self-isolating, sort of like doing this whole social distancing thing with just me and my unfortunate cat here, who is being a butt right now. And me and Percy are the only ones here. So that's not as fun as many people would say it would be. At least when I was trying to do my work, the only person who would bug me was Percy. But now that's a little bit less fun now that I am sort of stuck here without any human contact. So what am I actually doing now that school's over and I don't have anything else to do? What I've been doing is actually working on my creative writing. Some of you may have gone back in my videos and seen that I do, oh my god, Percy. Ugh, people. Okay, anyways. So, I am doing LGBTQ romance writing, which is actually a thing. There's a market for it. And I recently managed to finish up a story that I've been working on since 2015. So 5 whole freaking years. So that was something of an accomplishment. So I'd like to actually talk to you about what happened with that story and how it's going. So, backstory for this story is that I was actually in the hospital suffering from depression and anxiety and psychosis. So I was in hospital when this happened. I wasn't allowed a computer. And so I was writing this project out by hand and had to transcribe it onto a computer after the fact. So I actually wrote a 50,000 word novel out by hand while in hospital. I know, it sounds cool, but you've got to understand that when you're in the psych ward, there's nothing to do except whatever you have with you. And I had a notebook and a pen, so that's what I did. So that's the sort of the backstory of how this happened, is that I was in hospital writing this story, and I wanted to write it about politics and dragons. So I just sort of squished the two together. So it's about dragon politics. Yay! So it actually took a long time to decide to actually try and publish this story because of the aforementioned fact that I was in hospital when I wrote it. And I thought that it probably wasn't that good because of reasons. So I recently decided I was going to reread it and try and see if I could publish it. I got a beta reader named Siobhan Crossland. You can find Sean on Twitter. And Sean did an excellent job of beta reading my project. So if you need beta reading services, Sean did a great job. And then I revised the hell out of this manuscript and eventually did actually edit it and send it in to a press. I won't tell you which one until I get the yay or nay of whether or not they're going to publish it. So the long and short of it is that this project is about a young dragon named Igneous Lockden, and they are an upper class dragon who doesn't really understand the plight of the lower classes. And so this is a journey for them to get to the point where they understand what's going on and want to actually contribute to society in a meaningful way. It's a little bit interesting, I thought, because it's from the perspective of a person who is very privileged, and they don't really understand how privileged they are until they meet a lower class dragon named Jack Matterly. And this is an interesting story because you can sort of see that a lot of people who are privileged really don't understand that they are. And this is true of Igneous. And so in some ways it doesn't make for a very a character that you want to root for, maybe, but it's maybe something that is going to help teach people something, hopefully. Anyways, that's my project. I got it finished. It's sent in. I have to wait for it to come back to me. And that's it. I'm going to tell you about my other project that I've been working on next time. So hit me up if you want to know about the other project, and hit me up if you want to know anything else. Just comment. Thanks. Have a good and safe month, and see you on the flip side.